this test went very well. The amp did really good, but people are asking me about the 2000 as well. So I figured I might as well toss the 2000 up on the bench and see how it does. I don't see any reason why it won't do a lot better numbers than stated on the box, like the 4000 did. Let's hook it up and see. So this box actually feels soft, like it's been sitting in water. You can see it's bloated out right here. Honestly don't know. Had to have happened during shipping, because obviously they don't ship them like that. We'll see how it does. This is the box that they came in right here. So you can see something happened to it. Then FedEx or UPS or whoever sent this taped it back up. That's clearly seen some water. Ain't supposed to really do that. So this one was in a box that got wet during transport. It wasn't soaking wet, but it was a little bit wet. And now that I pulled the amp out, I can see there's a little bit of moisture on it. So let's open it up and see if there's anything inside that's wet or anything like that. Everything looks good in here. I don't see anything wet. I don't see any moisture. And side bonus, you get to see what the inside of this amp looks like. Pretty nice. CT Sounds 2000.1D. Turn it all the way up, 100%. So just like the last test, it doesn't really like being at 0.8 ohms, but we got the good power out of it, 2,700 plus watts. So even soaking wet and possibly water damaged, this thing still did its numbers and then some. The 3200.1 didn't get any water damage on it, and it did fine. It even went into protect when it saw something it didn't like. The 2000, the box was soft, bloated out a little bit. Looked like the water got on the amplifier itself, so who knows how long it was on there and then dried out. That one did good.